So, there's a practice that I would encourage you guys to try and do if you are interested in working with the tarot, or if you have been working with the tarot and you really want to make it your own and get to know the correspondences of the cards more deeply. And I got this idea from T. Susan Chang, who has written a number of amazing books. But this is like a personal practice that she does. She draws two cards a day, and she keeps a spreadsheet of like what happens during the day. So she can look back over years and years and see which cards she drew the most often, um, how those actually turned up in her life from her notes, and so on. Okay. So I have done this. I did this like every day for like a year, from June, inspired by T. Susan Chang. I did this from June of 2023 to June of 2024. And then I sort of dropped it because taking a course with Austin Coppock, I was doing like moon journaling at the same time, and I was just doing too much other stuff. So I couldn't do it more than one daily practice, basically. But I just this week picked up this practice again of doing a card a day. And it's very interesting what has popped up. I will show you guys briefly. So on Sunday, it was my first day that I got done with some performances. And I have been very concerned about these performances the last few weeks, like kind of obsessed with them. And so I had Queen of Pentacles reversed. It was like turning away from business and turning towards taking care of myself. I also ordered a pair of glasses and some contacts, which is very interesting because apparently checking my spreadsheet from last year when I drew the Queen of Pentacles was when I actually made my eye appointment or when I went to my eye appointment. So that was interesting. I guess pentacles being like round discs like contacts or glasses. So I drew that. And then the very next day, the Ace of Wands. Very interesting. Turning from earth to fire. The next day, oh, it gets better. Two of Wands. Reversed. We won't worry about the reversals too much right now. I can always talk about that more in the future. But second day, Two of Wands. Third day, Three of Wands. I am not kidding you. These are random. Ace of Wands, Two of Wands, Three of Wands. Yesterday, Nine of Wands. So it skipped, but still four Wands cards in a row. The interesting thing about this one is that, well, it kind of went with my mood for the day. My mood started out not so great, but it did turn around. But an interesting thing about this one is that the decan that is associated with the Nine of Wands is related to the moon. And of course, we had a lunar eclipse last night. So that's interesting. And then really feeling that shift in terms of lunar eclipse energy today. And what should I draw but the Wheel of Fortune, which corresponds with Jupiter, interestingly. So it's very interesting to see these stories that pop up, like a stories of wands, creativity, vitality. How am I working with that? Turning away from the pentacles a bit and restoring, reconnecting to my creativity this week. And then a new chapter beginning.